Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new installment of AV Veterans Talk. I'm your host, Bob Alvis, and this week we're speaking with Joe Probst, founder of Hogs and Horses Veterans Outreach and a military veteran. Good morning and stuff. Hey, Joe Probst. It's been a while since I've seen you.
Hey, Bob. How you doing?
Pretty good stuff. You make it around the valley, and I see you every once in a while, and you still managing down at...
No, I retired from Vincent Hill.
You did
Yes.
stuff, So you're doing nothing?
I'm pretty busy with my charities.
Yeah, of course you are and stuff. And that's a good thing. So, man, I'm going to miss you down there and stuff. I never got a chance to go through the cabooses and stuff like that. So,
I can always take you through there. So
yeah, okay.
I still have the connections.
That's a good thing. So, you've been in the Antelope Valley here how long?
I've been in the Antelope Valley since 1995.
Since
22 years.
1994. Where'd you come from?
Actually, from the beach, from Playa del Rey.
Playa del Rey. So, what were you doing down there?
I had a restaurant down there.
You had a restaurant? So you're a restaurant guy.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, and stuff. Well, I hate to see you retire and stuff because we need more eateries.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Well, hopefully the 49ers opening soon again in Acton.
Oh, okay. So I want to put that on our check mark. 49er. So anyway, you're involved with some charities and stuff.
Right.
You do veterans outreach and your background a little bit and stuff. You were born in Germany, right?
Correct. I was born in Germany in 1949.
1949, and you grew up there. You came over to the United States when?
In 1973, I immigrated to the United States.
You immigrated to the United States. What were you doing over in Germany?
I was in the restaurant business.
You were in the restaurant business
I
in
have
Germany.
a master's degree in hotel and restaurant management. So.
Yeah, this is all coming back to me now and stuff, So wow, you've got the cooking cuisine down pat, don't you?
Yep.
Wow. We don't have a good German restaurant here. So
Not anymore,
we
no.
can't convince you to break out and come back. So interesting, your youth and stuff. Germany. I mean, your parents. Your parents must have gone through World War II.
Yes, they both went through World War II. Yeah.
And if I remember right, your father was a tanker?
Tank commander, yeah.
Tank commander in the German Army.
Weapons SS.
Yeah, Weapons SS, which is...
We talked about that.
Yeah, and man, stuff, you grow up, and stuff, and you're the young man, and your father, had that kind of history and stuff, it was probably a head scratcher a lot. Did he ever share stuff?
Yeah, he shared some stories. My mom never shared any stories about her life because she was a fighter pilot,
She was a fighter for the
Luftwaffe?
Luftwaffe?
Yeah.
Your mom was a fighter pilot in the Luftwaffe.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, that is amazing.
Yeah, she was 12 years older than my dad.
Oh, wow. So, and she never shared really anything.
No, for some reason, the war had left such a bad taste in her mouth, she would never talk about it, ever.
Yeah.
Never talk about her parents, never talk about her brother.
Yeah.
Never, anything about the war was just taboo with her.
Yeah. Well, I knew some German, obviously, soldiers and Luftwaffe pilots and stuff, and they never really shared much afterwards and stuff until they actually came to America, and kind of embraced the freedom and all of a sudden realizing, the whole war thing was a little out there, at the time. So, so you grew up there, and you actually spent some time in the German Army. Is it a requirement in Germany to?
I was drafted when I was 18 years old.
You were drafted when you were 18.
Yeah, I had to do your 18 months.
And over there you served for 2 years or
18 months.
18 months
Back then, yeah.
And you were a German paratrooper, if I
Correct.
remember right. And what's the German Army like back in those? You were drafted. I mean, obviously you never served or went anywhere, right?
We went a few places. I was part of the Allied Mobile Forces, which is a airborne brigade made up of all the NATO countries in Europe, and we could have 30,000 men anywhere in Europe within 24 hours.
Wow! Yeah.
We did a exercise. Was called Olympic Express in 1969, and the Bulgarians had come across the border in the highlands of Greece. So the Greek government requested the presence of the Allied Mobile Forces. So in 24 hours, we had 30,000 men, equipment, and everything on the ground.
Wow.
I mean, we were one of the first ones in because I was stationed only about half an hour from Frankfurt Air Base, where we flew out of. So when the red alert came, we were in Frankfurt like in nothing flat, and we were one of the first plane loads over the highlands of Greece. Once we set up our communications, I was a communications expert. Communications towers. I mean, we just watched for 24 hours. The skies were black with parachutes.
Oh yeah, wow.
It was
A show of force that probably people are like, oh, okay, I'm not going to mess with these guys.
Bulgarians went.
Yeah, we're gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not a single shot was fired. So
yeah. So and when you said 18 months was what a military term one or time period was. Did they keep you in kind of like a reserve status too, or stuff?
Yes.
Or once you
after you done your active duty, you're in reserve till you're, I think, 35 or so.
Yeah.
But obviously, when I immigrated to the United States, I turned in my military passport.
Right.
So.
Right. So, when you're in the military over there, what do you? How do I say this and stuff? Do you still? Were you close to your home when you were in there?
It was about an hour and a half drive away from.
About an hour and a half and stuff. So you lived on the base. Was it typical of like any other military base in the United States, like that? And did you get along with the how do I say it? The officers and stuff like that. Stuff. You had a good rapport going with those guys. Yeah, stuff. It's always fun to see in a foreign army, and stuff, military and stuff. How the camaraderie goes and stuff. Like it is here in the United States. So everybody you served with, everything was good. And
yeah, we were my generation or my draft year. We got put on a highly fast, advanced track. I mean, we were the first draft generation that actually could become an officer by the time you get discharged.
Yeah.
So when I was discharged, I was a lieutenant.
Nice stuff. In 18 months.
Yeah.
Great stuff. So that's great.
I mean, the funny thing was, you had your boot camp, then you had your special communications camp for 3 months. Then you went back as a assistant troop leader to the boot camp. Then you went to officer school. And everything is always 3 months. So I was always gone.
Yeah, you're always gone
to some kind of training.
Yeah, I got you.
That was kind of fun. It was. We never really had the stagnant life in barracks.
Right, sitting around waiting to do stuff. So we'll take our first break, and we come back here and stuff. We'll talk a little bit about your upcoming project here. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll be right back here with Joe. I'm Bob Alvis, and thanks for joining us for this segment of AV Veterans Talk.